What's up everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Black Ops 2 with Maximilian. As many of my previous shows on my channel and Respawn, Black Ops 2 with myself is going to include several gameplay commentaries, tips, advice, and the ongoings of Black Ops 2 information since the game has finally officially been released, and I've been one of the few fortunate ones that have had a little bit of time with the multiplayer pre the release of the game. And I kind of wanted to share a few things with you guys to get you started, because Black Ops 2 is a much different Call of Duty than you've probably ever played before in the multiplayer variety. So let's get started and get into the topic for this first episode. We're going to be talking about the new Create a Class system, which is the Pick 10 system. Now, this is what I believe to be an excellent starting class, if not the ultimate starting class, and it doesn't take very long to unlock some of the things that I have highlighted in this opening class. Of course, like previous Call of Duties, you're going to have to hit about level 4 or so to actually unlock Create a Class, and then you actually get access to the Pick 10 system. And because Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is designed much different than previous games, this game really encourages the actions of moving after objectives, especially in things like domination and kill confirmed. You can get your score streaks really fast in a game like this one. And this is a class designed to get you around as quick as possible. And with the time I've had playing the game, this has been one of the most effective and best classes I've come up with so far that actually get you around the map quick, make you an effective run and gunner, and get you to next and each objective as fast as possible, whether it's picking up tags, going for flags, things of that nature, and it seems to work pretty well. The thing you guys will notice with Black Ops 2 is that nothing immediately seems extremely overpowered. There might be some guns that feel better than other ones, but in the general respect from previous Call of Duties, there's no immediate Call of Duty 4 M16. There's no immediate World at War MP40. Until more stuff gets unlocked and people delve into the Pick 10 system a little bit, there might be some combinations of perks and attachments that actually make your guns freaking amazing, but at this point, don't worry about it too much. Just play the game as you would like to play it, and this is my recommended class for you guys. Start off by using the Vector. You unlock it fairly early, and it is honestly my favorite submachine gun. It'll take you about 3 shots up close and about 5 shots from a distance to take a guy down, and it doesn't have too much recoil. Bullets seem to go in really weird patterns, and they don't seem to hit your opponent sometimes because of the odd spatter fire in Black Ops 2. However, this gun will make it very easy to take down people from a distance, even though it takes a few more shots. As far as your attachments go, I personally love the laser sight on this gun. That'll take you a little while to unlock, but not too long. The laser sight in Black Ops 2 is actually the steady aim, and it is now an attachment for your weapons. Next up, I like putting a silencer on the Vector, because if you can make as little noise as possible, it allows you to infiltrate your enemy's areas much better and get to those objectives quicker. Now, moving on to a secondary, the secondary weapons are pretty good in Black Ops 2. Even the normal pistols do put people down from a fairly effective range. But the B23R is a triple shot secondary pistol and is really effective almost from any range. Give this gun a shot. Like I said, it's not like a huge unlock way down the line. You unlock it before level 30, and you probably have a lot of fun with this gun. In many situations, I find myself just switching to this weapon if I want to take somebody down from a distance. Now, here's where a lot of the unique variety of Black Ops 2 comes in. How you're going to spend the rest of your perks. For this class that I've come up with, I really like putting the first perk as being hardline, because getting kill streaks in the air in this game is difficult, but when you're working on objectives and you're picking up tags and you're working on flags and stuff like that, hardline really benefits you in those regards. You'll notice that in sometimes like Team Deathmatch, you'll get a certain set amount of points, and hardline doesn't actually affect those amount of points. It actually affects the objective player the most. So this is what it's really designed for, to get your kill streak up the fastest, and then that kill streak, because the kill streaks are damn powerful in this game, will protect those objective points. Moving down to perk 2, you're actually going to leave this one empty. I don't think there's anything worth it in perk 2 unless you actually eventually earn something like Scavenger, which ends up being pretty good. And for the sake of this class, not much else on here is really going to benefit you too much. Maybe fast hands, but don't worry about it for now. Now, I like putting 2 perks in the perk 3 category because you both need these to move around quickly. But in order to actually put 2 perks in your perk 3 slot, you're going to have to use something called a wild card. Wild cards cost an extra point for the pick 10 category, but they allow you to do something unique, like have 2 perks in this category, have another attachment for your gun, even though it costs 1 more slot point. And I think it's worth it for this one, because in perk 3, you get one of the best perks in the game, which is dexterity, allowing you to aim faster after sprinting and then mantle and climb objects faster. This is really good, and this was actually mostly a pro perk in previous Call of Duty games, but now it's a complete perk. It's Dexterity, perk 3, and the second perk you should be using here, in my opinion, is Extreme Conditioning. There are some good ones that come later on, like Awareness, which allow you to hear enemy footsteps around you, because if you guys haven't noticed yet, or anybody hasn't explained it, you don't really hear people in Black Ops 2 unless you have Awareness. So that's the thing, is that sound whoring is difficult in this game, and you actually have to have a perk and able to hear people through headphones and anything of that regard. So for now, Awareness is the final perk you unlock for this one. It's going to take you like level 50 to get that thing. Stick with Extreme Conditioning. When it comes to your lethal grenades and your tactical grenades, these cost points each, 1 point each, and I feel that it's kind of important to have these, especially in objective play. Putting a grenade in certain areas where there's a lot of tags, or a grenade on a B flag, is really important, and if you're able to kill people that are capping flags, you'll notice that you get a lot more points for those kills through that process, and having Hardline gives you even more points for that objective-based kill because they are trying to cap flags. I think a grenade is really important, and having a concussion is really good too. Another thing I could break down for you guys is that concussion grenades, flashbangs, are powerful in this game. They're more powerful than they ever have been in any Call of Duty before. When you get hit by a concussion grenade, you can hardly turn left or right at all, and it flashes you temporarily. I found it to be ridiculously good, and because it actually costs points on the Pick 10 system, and that technically could go to something else that's like more valuable that you think could be used, that's why they made it good. That's why they actually made the idea of keeping concussion grenades powerful, because all these points that you're putting into the system can go towards something else, like an RPG. But for my recommended Ultimate class starting setup, I would recommend going with a concussion grenade, because it actually will help you out way more often than you think. So there's a little bit of advice for you guys jumping into Black Ops 2. This is mostly designed for a run-and-gunner, rush-the-objective type class. Don't just dive into the objective, because you gotta realize, as soon as you get into your objective, you're worth more points to an enemy team because you're on a flag, giving them more really powerful kill streaks. So that's a little bit of advice starting off with Black Ops 2, and it's definitely the class that's gotten me a better win-loss ratio and a better kill-death ratio overall. So we'll definitely be looking at many other class systems in this game. If you guys want to check out my channel at youtube.com/miles923, if you happen to be watching this on Respawn, very soon I'm going to be looking at some of the attachments on guns. Things like quick draw, things like the grip. I'm going to be running quite a few visual tests to see how effective they actually are, and which one of these huge variety of attachments on all these guns is actually worth your time and worth one of your Pick 10 points. But until next time, thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned, because on my channel I have a bunch of Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary, tips and advice, and overall strategies to give you guys for the brand new Call of Duty. My name is Maximilian, signing out.